Hi everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for SpiegelMom Scraps. This is also for the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and this is sketch from day 13. And so I created kind of a background. So in the sketch it has some diagonal stripes, and so I used a cut file and cut it out on some super thick cardstock and then sprayed some shimmers. This is shimmers in Sapphire. It's a beautiful blue on the background. And I'm using my favorite cardstock for mixed media, which is Cardstock Warehouse Sweet Tooth. And then I'm just adding a bunch of splatters in a few different colors. I have the Sapphire I did first, and then this one is a purple color called Walking a Tight Heliotrope, and I dropped part of the lid, so it created like this little circle smudge, and then I thought I needed to add more to kind of cover it up, which then I cover them all up anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to come in with some of these Dina Wakley in White and Night, I think it's called, which is a dark blue, and these are like acrylic paints that dry glossy, and they kind of look like enamel when they're dry. I did back the white cardstock. I created a border using an Amy Tangerine paper from that one collection from like a million years ago, Better Together. And then I set it off to dry, and I went and I got the rest of the cut files that I'm using for this. This is from Paper Issues. It's called Jossum something, Jossum Shark Party or Shark Week or something like that. And so I cut out a few things here, and that Jossum, actually I'm going to kind of use all three of those word things to create the title. And I'm going to spend a lot of time here. So first I am going to glue some acetate on the back of the Jossum because I'm going to create a little shaker pocket. I thought that that would be super fun for this layout. And so I'm just using liquid glue and adhering it onto the acetate, which is actually not acetate, it's just a page protector that I have cut into many times. And I'm going to set that off the side to dry because it's way easier to cut it off when it's dry. It doesn't slip around because you kind of have to use wet glue. So yeah, set it off to the side to dry, and then I pull out this Wink Estella glitter pen and decided to make everything glittery. And so I'm just painting that on. It's really hard to see in the lights of my desk lights. But in person it's very, very shimmery. You can definitely see it. But I'm going to take some time and do this. So while I'm doing this, don't forget to head on over and join the Facebook group. It's Spread the Sparkle. I'll have excuse me, a link down below for it. And that's where you're going to find out about sales and challenges and fun things going on. The design team is pretty interactive, and we're going to be doing more fun things. Also, if you didn't know already, there was an Instagram hop this last Sunday, and that's something that we're going to be doing more frequently as well. So if you want to follow SpiegelMom Scraps on Instagram, you won't miss out on the hop either. And then we also have a weekly newsletter that comes on Sundays, and that is another great place for information about sales. Also, you get a free cut file in every newsletter. There are times where we're highlighting different designers who are using SpiegelMom Scraps sequins, as well as highlighting the design team. So that you go to the website to sign up for. You can just click the link that I have down below for the shop, and then scroll all the way to the bottom, and there should be a sign up link. Okay, so now I'm going to finish making this shaker pocket, and so I'm going to trim the acetate off because the glue is dry, or pretty dry anyway. I couldn't wait any longer. I was just asking too much to wait for glue to dry. And then I am going to pull out some fun foam, and I am going to, you know, back this. There can't be any holes, so you want it to go all the way around the fun foam, because if there's any holes, it's not going to be good. All of your little sequins are going to kind of leak out. So be sure that you create a good seal of the foam around. And so I'm just doing that. It doesn't matter what color you use. So I'm using red because you're not going to see it anyhow on the front. Sorry, while I'm talking, I'm trying to pull out the sequins that I used. I don't know why I put them away, but I did. So, No, I have one more. Oh, there it is. Okay, so then after I got that fun foam all the way around, I'm filling this up using the Silver Stardust. Now this is, I mean, a really fine sequin. It's almost between a sequin and a chunky glitter. And it is perfect for shaker pockets, like super perfect. And then I'm backing that with some vellum. And again, I have to set it off to the side with my ATG gun on top because the vellum, you know, when it hits the wet glue, it wants to curl up. So that will make sure that it stays down. But I really liked that, using the vellum in the background. And then here's my photo. It's of my son from when he was, I don't know, like 3 probably. His sister was born a couple of months before his birthday, and we really hadn't done anything like too big since she was born. And so for his birthday, we took my mom, my sister, my niece, and nephew, and we went to the Mall of America, and we went to the aquarium because he loves the aquarium, or loved the aquarium. And his favorite thing was the sharks, and then the what is it called? I want to say petting pond, but that's not right. You know, where they can touch like the stingrays and stuff. He really liked that too. And they had this little cutout where you could put your head in the shark's mouth. And so cute little photo of him. And yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I probably scrapped this before, but I can't remember. So it's fine. I scrap photos multiple times. And I'm just struggling here. So my ATG started sticking on itself. And then I put liquid glue on the back of this and then dropped it down in the center of the paper. And it just, so frustrating. Like nothing seemed to be going right with this layout. And then luckily, here in a minute, you'll probably see because, yeah. Christy texts me and she's like, oh, how's it going? It's 2 o'clock in the morning, but there's like something going on at her house or something. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So then I showed her my layout and she's like, oh, it's really cute. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. And so I sent her a couple of pictures and she's like, oh yeah, you fixed it. It's good. That's the kind of relationship I have with Christy. You know, it's the middle of the night, but I can still count on her for, you know, great scrapbooking advice. So here's where I'm texting her. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not liking that. So I'm going to play around with these fins, and I'm not going to end up using all of them. And then I didn't like the shimmery side being up, so while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to trim down my title piece here. You don't want any of that extra vellum sticking out around the sides, because then you'll, you know, be able to see it from the front. So I just trim it kind of back underneath. And then I know I want to put my title there. I know in the sketch the title is on top, but I like it better down here. So this is where it's going to go. And I love the shaker pocket. Like, it looks fantastic. Sometimes for me, shaker pockets don't work, but I feel like the vellum has enough static that it's holding the star sequins so that they don't all pool down at the bottom. Now, of course, that, you know, being said, my layout has been laying flat on a desk and everything, so who knows what it'll do once it's, you know, vertical. But I like it a lot. So I had popped my photo up on some fun foam, so then I have to pop my title up a little bit more. It already has one layer. I had to put a second layer down just so that it would, stick up a little bit. And then I can't figure out what to do, so I'm going to back these other words with some vellum because I felt like it needed a little something behind it to make the words stand out a little bit more. And then I'm going to start playing some more with the layout. I try like 3 or 4 different things, and I don't know. It wasn't turning out the way it was in my head. I don't know if you have this problem too, but I have this problem where I picture something in my head and then I get super frustrated when it's not like turning out that way, because it's perfect in my head. Why can't I get that, down on the layout? But whatever. So yeah, I'm just playing around trying to get this. I'm gonna probably snap another picture for Christy here in a minute if I didn't already, because I always show her like all of the options. And I think I already flipped the fins over because I felt like the glitter shimmer was too much, so I didn't like it, so I ended up flipping them over. And then I'm going to cut the words down, and my title is just going to be Jawsome Shark Bite. Not that he got bit by a shark, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be literal. And then I was liking this, so I sent another picture to Christy. And then I'm going to start like sticking stuff down, I think, or at least the title piece, because I am happy with the title. It's just these fins. And then there, I hit it, and I like it. So I am going to switch the fins though, so that they're swimming like into the layout instead of out of the layout. But other than that, they stay there. And then I'm going to kind of do something funny here in a second. So I'm gluing these down. And then I'm like, okay, I have to add some more sequins. So I had pulled a whole bunch of sequins that have blue in it because I knew I was going to be using blue. And this is another layout that was unintentionally kind of monochromatic. So I'm using my glue dots and I'm sticking a whole bunch of these down. These are the little like navy blue ones that are in the new sequin mix from October called Wine Country. And I really love it. I also took some of the white sequins out of this one and put them around the shark fins. And then I'm going to pull out of the firecracker. There's this like holographic blue spiral sequin, which is gorgeous, and it matches really well with that mist that I used on the background. And so I'm going to stick some of those down and around. And then I'm going to pull out Ocean Front, which I think was from last month or the month before. And I'm going to pull out a different color blue and stick those around as well. And they're not really going in any specific order except for like diagonal. And I'm really sorry I'm off camera here. I moved my camera so that I wouldn't have to keep pushing my layout up so high on my desk, and then I keep forgetting that I did that, so I keep pushing my layout up high on the desk. So I do apologize, but you're not missing anything right now. Anyhow. So then I'm like, okay, I'm done. But I look at it for a second and I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't put anything on here. Like, there's no embellishments or anything. There's nothing like, the sequins are amazing, but they can't fully pull a layout together. So I'm like, what can I put on here just to add a little bit? I don't need a lot because I really like my sprinkling of sequins on the diagonal going down with all of the sprinkles of the paints. Like, it works out perfectly. It adds like great sparkle to it. But I'm like, I still, I need a little bit more to this. So I'm pulling out some Ellie Studio tags in blue, and then those Dear Lizzie word phrase stickers from She's Magic. And so I'm going to layer up some of the tags up at the top of the photo, and I'm going to put a phrase sticker that says "Simply the Best." And then I'm going to put another tag down on that bottom fin that says "Best Day." And then one more sticker is going to go underneath where it says "Shark Bite," and it's just going to be the blue one with the like holographic hearts. I also added some LE Studio puffy hearts, and then I'm like, it still needs just a little something extra, so I get my Chamel Never Grow Up stamps, and I'm going to use Distress Oxide and Mermaid Lagoon and Blueprint Sketch and just the outline of a star, and just kind of go in and around the sequins and in and around the mixed media on the background. And I really feel like that does it. Like that completes it. It pulls the sequins together with the mixed media and the stars from the shaker pocket in, and yeah. So then I am happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to use my code Daisie15 for 15% off your next order in the shop. That is good on everything except for the pre-orders. And then don't forget to click some of the links down below and check SpiegelMom Scraps out on social media. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you again next time. Bye!